It looks like we've got an answer on DeWanna Bonner and her status with the Indiana Fever. She is apparently looking to exit playing for the Fever, and we're going to look at a story that is coming from Front Office Sports. I believe it was tweeted out by Annie Constable, and I think this gives us a lot of closure here on this situation. Bonner kind of struggled to begin the season and was replaced in the lineup by Lexie Hull. The last time that she played a game for the Fever was the Atlanta Dream game. I actually got to attend that game, and we have not seen her since. It's been said that she was out for personal reasons. People didn't know if this was a family issue, a health problem, a possible retirement. Looks like none of that. Looks like the fit just was off from the beginning. We're going to look at the story in just a second, but that's first my thoughts on it. I think this sucks, obviously, because she was going to be counted on to be a big contributor for the Indiana Fever. But if it's a situation where she's not meshing well with the team, or if there was some problem with it, best wishes. If you're an Indiana Fever fan, you want people on the team that want to be there, that want to compete, that want to take that grind. And if DeWanna Bonner just isn't either happy or, with the program, I think it's best to figure out how they can work with her to make that wish come true. Now, I don't know if waiving her would be the right answer, if they would still be entitled to some of that salary. Their cap person would have to figure all that out. But if it's a trade scenario, I think that actually can breathe a little bit of life into the team. If you're like, hey, we have DeWanna Bonner and she's on the trade block with some other teams, and you can try to find a way to at least get that value on the court. I think this opens back up the door for Ari McDonald to get pursued by the Fever. Possibly this could be a draft pick situation. Like if, no players are moved, see if, some draft relief can come the Fever's way, which will help the team in the future. So, Front Office Sports, their headline is Fever and Bonner heading for a breakup. Here's what we know. According to multiple league sources, DeWanna Bonner has no interest in returning to play for the Fever. So they say DeWanna Bonner's days with the Fever could be coming to an end. According to multiple league sources, the two-time champ has no interest in returning to play. Those same sources indicated Bonner's preferred landing spots are with the Phoenix Mercury, obviously with Alyssa Thomas, I believe that is her wife, or the Atlanta Dream. DeWanna Bonner's agent had no comment on the matter. Obviously, this was a huge deal in making the Fever look like they were going to be a title contender with DeWanna Bonner, but as I mentioned, it never really clicked on the court as she was routinely putting up 0 or 1 point games. She never turned out to be the open court weapon that a lot of us thought she would be. And at that point, I'm sure the data was piling up of the best 5-person rotations, and DeWanna Bonner was not in those. That's why she kind of headed to the bench. So she signed a $200,000 deal. She was one of the biggest pickups. But it looks like she wants to go. And I say, we let it happen. So in the column, they point out that Bonner started 3 games for the Fever to open the season before she was benched in favor of Lexie Hull, which was the correct decision, especially with Lexie's 3-point ability, the two-way excellence that she's shown, and just been a plus-minus monster to begin the year. And DeWanna Bonner was quite frankly the opposite. But after 6 games, Bonner was ruled out due to personal reasons, and we have not seen her since. There's been lots of rumors on this. There have been people that have said her banner was taken down at the building. People also said she scrubbed her social media, which I don't believe was true. Multiple sources say that the fit in Indiana was off from the beginning. She was signed to be an anchor with the championship experience for the team's young core. She was expected to be a starter. I think that really came down to, I was told one thing, and then the team made a move and said, this is not working, and then she took her ball and went home. So I just wondered if a trade would be possible. It looks like, according to the sources, this is unlikely. The Mercury have $88,000 in cap space. The Dream have $23,000. They are going to need to make a multiplayer trade to make this happen. They later point out the more likely scenario, which does little to benefit the Fever, is the team waiving her because Bonner is on an unprotected contract. The Fever could waive her and only be responsible for her prorated salary. At the midpoint of the WNBA season, they say, is when unprotected contracts become fully guaranteed. The only thing that the Fever stands to gain in this scenario is cap space. As I mentioned, At that point, you could go for Ari McDonald or start looking around for other contributors, whether it's international or people that have been, just kind of missed by the front office. I'm glad we have an answer. I'm glad DeWanna Bonner can. I'm glad DeWanna Bonner can play and be a contributor somewhere, but it looks like it was not going to happen in Indiana. So this is unfortunate, and I think that Indiana is probably going to take a unfair beating on this. I think this was the obvious move. If this was this veteran, this professional player that so many people talked about, you would think she would be accepting of the role if she was not getting it done on the court. But I can imagine her competitive spirit probably didn't sit well with her. So what do you guys think about DeWanna Bonner basically being rumored to be headed out of the door of the Indiana Fever? I feel like it was kind of a waste of time and very unfortunate, and the Fever should just waive her. But try to trade her first. That would be my first pick of things to happen, because you can get that value in that you brought in the door. And as you can see, the team is kind of going through a lot right now. And I think this is one more thing that is really shown, obviously, and is hung over this team with the personal reasons, the absences, and the lack of transparency on this. And it comes down to her not wanting to play. I kind of understand that lack of transparency, but still, they're walking into every game with that. They've got Seattle tonight. This hits right before that. So they're going to go on court with this on their mind. And who knows how this will affect the team. Is this, a reputational thing that's going to stick with the team? Don't go to Indiana. You're not going to, they'll switch it up on you. But I think at the same time, DeWanna Bonner, missed a lot of shots. She would look slow. She looked not, fit for the system. And I think if people are not going to get with the Caitlin Clark system, this is who the franchise is. So anyway, my name is Rich Latta. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Just launched our membership program, so make sure you join that as well. And I'll holler at you guys next time. My name is Rich. Peace. It's one lifetime.